Ça marche, ça? Okay. Bonjour, good afternoon. Bienvenue à Montréal. I think that you have heard what happened today. It went very well without any difficulty, and I'm hoping that it will be like this up to the end. You have also heard what I have said in my speech. So let me just sum up because I have nothing more to add than to say that I don't expect a lot of debates about the science. You have in Montreal a conference shaped by people that are very convinced that climate change is a very worrying concern from an environmental perspective. I don't expect a lot of debates about the necessity to do more. Everybody, I think, would say so. But I expect debates about what to do, who need to do what, how to improve the situation, and I know how much there are different views among countries. I know it especially because I have visited so many of them. I have heard about their views, and the role I see as a president is to try to be a bridger, to have the rapprochement that we need in order to be able to succeed on the 3 I's that I've identified after all the consultations that Canada has made. The first I, as you remember, is to implement the Kyoto Protocol, especially the decisions coming from Marrakesh. The second one is to improve against the convention in the framework of the Kyoto Protocol, and especially the adaptation, but also the adaptation to climate change, but also the clean development mechanism, which is a mechanism where the expectations are so high wherever you go. And we Canadians too have a lot of expectations because we know that we cannot reach our Kyoto commitment only by domestic initiatives. We need also to go abroad, and we need then an international regime that works well. And joint implementation and CDM are key for that. And I have been told by so many people that the CDM is not working as it should. The Secretariat doesn't have the resources it needs. We need to clarify a bit the interpretation of some rules. And so on. So this is something we need to improve. And you have also the third I, that is innovate for the future. And certainly that section 3.9 that put the Annex 1 country in the obligation to start now to think about what would be the second phase of Kyoto will be a substantial part of the debates that you will be able to report about during the coming days, but also the attempt by many countries to have a larger debate in addition of this one that would include everyone, every members of the convention, in a way that would respect the different views of everyone. And so I think this will be the debates. I am now in a listening mood. I will listen to everyone. And later, during the conference, closer to the end, I will become more and more active in order to push as much as possible the solutions that will help the world to act in a better way in 2006 and for the long haul as well. Merci beaucoup et je suis maintenant prêt à entendre vos questions. Preguntas.
Yeah, thank you very much, President Dion. First questions? Yeah, lady over there. Yes, please. Could you, you'll be getting a microphone.
Hello, it's Felix van Gaia with the publication Sustainable Development International. Mr. President, as you say, there is a general acceptance that we all need to do more. At the end of these 2 weeks, however, if there's one thing you'd like to be achieved, what would that be?
The 3 highs.
So, yes. Perhaps the gentleman at the back there.
Mr. Dion, Jed Kahane, CTV News. What about the political climate? If the government falls tonight, what do you say to the concerns of people who are worried you'll be a little bit distracted fighting these two battles at the same time?
I'm a professional. I know where are my priorities, and I know that the Prime Minister thinks like me. Between now and the 9th of December, I am an international personality. I have a responsibility for this conference that is key for the planet, period. The 10th of December, I will join my liberal friends and we will win this battle. This is another issue.
Follow-up, what is it like to be hosting, to be the president of a conference like this when Canada is quite far behind on its own Kyoto commitments?
I think the world may be very inspired by the fact that Canada is indeed far behind, but Canada is not giving up. We have by far the toughest target of the Kyoto countries. We have 270 megatons to find. We have a growing population, a growing economy very fast, especially in the resource-based economy, and especially in energy, and especially in fossil sources of energy. We are the sole Kyoto country that have a booming oil and gas industry. Despite of it, we don't give up, because we know that it will be difficult to respect our Kyoto commitment. But at the same time, if we do it, at the end of the day, we will be a more efficient economy, more growth with less waste, and more energy efficiency, and great technological performance, especially for the technologies that the world needs so much, like CO2 capture and storage, clean coal. Very few countries have the capacity to work on all these files as much as Canada. We need to do so. It is our interest and our duty. Oui, je crois que justement parce que le Canada est le pays qui a la cible la plus difficile et de loin de Kyoto, le monde est impressionné par le fait qu'au lieu d'abandonner, nous décidons d'aller de l'avant et de travailler tous ensemble afin de rendre notre économie, notre société plus efficace, moins gaspilleuse, non seulement du point de vue des émissions de gaz à effet de serre, mais de toute l'utilisation des ressources, de l'eau aux métaux, avoir une économie qui soit plus centrée sur le recyclage, le compostage, l'efficacité énergétique et l'exportation des technologies environnementales partout à travers le monde. Kyoto ne fait que nous donner l'incitation additionnelle pour faire dès maintenant les bonnes choses.